Hey there guys, I'm here about to show you how to make a bot, image recognition bot to be precise. So what is an image recognition bot? Ever since Flash games came along with, even before Facebook, but more popular kind of games became with Facebook. So in Flash, making a normal bot can prove to be quite difficult, and it's pretty hard making them with C# or Visual Basic, and it requires sufficient knowledge that not all people have. Now, what I'm going to show you is a way to make bots, image recognition bots that you can use or share with your friends or even sell if your clients install this software on their computer so they can run the bot later. But most precisely, it's a very simple to work program, and it's very fun. So let's start right away, not wasting any time. Okay, so first thing we're gonna need is Java. Now, the program is called Sikuli, so it uses Java to run. So without it, forget about it that you're gonna have anything. So Java can be found at java.com. Free Java download. Now, I already have Java, but I'll download it anyway, and I'll leave a link in the description of the video, and I will leave a link also for the Sikuli. Here it is. That's the installation, and that is the Sikuli IDE, which is actually the working station of Sikuli, making everything possible. Very easy to work with. I mean, you don't need to know any program code. It could help if you know Python or Java, because this program can actually bind with other codings of Python and Java that I don't know at all, and I don't need to know, because making the simplest bot possible that can service your needs, it's in no need that you need to know Java or Python or whatever. You just have to have a little bit of time and a few more tests, and here you go. You have a nice bot. Now, image recognition bot, in short, will explain what exactly it is. So, for example, I have this icon of TeamViewer here. I can tell this bot when it sees this picture or part of it, because I don't want to catch the background like this, because if I change my wallpaper, the bot will not find anymore this image. So I need to take inside of this icon, so no matter what background I have, the bot will always find this icon. That being said, let's move on. Now, we downloaded Java. Click here, install. Sorry, my Windows is in Bulgarian, but it said run. So install. I already have Java, but I'll install it anyway again. For the 64-bit processors and Windowses, I strongly recommend that you install both Java versions, the 32 and 64-bit altogether. I mean, not only the 64-bit, because some software, depending on Java, will look for the 32-bit, but we'll also need the 64-bit due to the fact that you use the 64-bit Windows. So that's why it's always good having them both when you work with a 64-bit Windows. If you have a 32-bit, then you don't need the 64-bit version, and it will not install because you have a version that doesn't support the 64-bit. So you only need the 32 then. Now, this says, this software has already been installed on your computer. Would you like to reinstall it? No, whatever. I made my point, so no one cares more than this. So let's get right on to it. I made a simple bot that I'm gonna show you how it works. My simple bot does very general task, finding this little icon here, Kuon, right clicking on it, then going here, starting Kuon, finding the X and clicking on it. Pretty simple, huh? Now consider the fact, I started again, that this is a hover. This is hovering over, it changes color. Now sometimes the bots may actually you have to test them a lot when making them, and getting in consideration that if the mouse goes over this, the bot sometimes may not work. So making the screenshot, you may want to do sorry, let me see what it is. Hover. So I'm gonna do like one hover. Whoops, sorry, I have to leave Kuon open, else I cannot take the screenshot. Now again, hover, and you very rapidly put the mouse there, otherwise it gets this cloud above and you cannot hover anymore. And no, actually in this case I don't need to make it red. In this case I need to tell it to find this button, hover over. Yeah, sorry, my mistake, my bad. So hover again. Now I'm gonna tell it to find this and to hover over. Okay, now let's see, click the image, go to matching preview. You can see if there are any similar images inside. If there are, just drag this line here until you want the one you're looking for being highlighted only, thus helping the bot recognizing the image you want to be recognized without interfering with any other images in the background. And okay, after it hovers on it, I want it to click. Okay, I want it to click. Sorry. Right. Okay. Click. Oh shit, missed it. See, sometimes you gotta be very fast and very precise. So click. Okay, it's red now, and I'm gonna tell it click red X. Again, let's see if it's similar to any other. Not by much, but yeah, let's no. So I believe this is the good point for it. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, now for one, we don't need to use my other code because it does completely different stuff, so we'll just open a new one, paste this one here. Now let's run it and see the mouse moves on its own, hopefully. Okay, hover and close. It just hovered on its own and closed. Now, that being said, let's test what I made. What I made is going to be, example, a bot. When starting, it's gonna pop a box that's gonna ask you to input something, whatever, you know. It doesn't really matter because it's not specified, and I'm not a programmer about Python and Java, so it basically tells you, please enter the full name of Marvel Avengers Alliance, which is Marvel Avengers Alliance, obviously, and even if you entered it wrong, it will still continue. But for the sake of it, you will be able to pinpoint the exact time when it starts. You know, it started now, all is good. So without further ado, let's try it. Okay, input. Please enter the full name of Marvel Avengers Alliance. Let's say, who fucking cares, man? And it will still run it. Then it's gonna find Kuon. Like I said, this is the mouse moving, I'm not touching it. And then it pops out the Sikuli message saying, success, you're a genius man. Okay, here it is. Pop up, success, you're a genius man, blah 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 blah. And after this pop up, you click OK. When you click OK, it exits. It finishes the code. Now this is a more advanced code and it's something you don't really need to learn. So for the sake of you learning what to do, you don't at all need to go this deep for now. However, let's start, let's test Marvel, for example. Let's try make something simple for Marvel. Supposedly we got Marvel running. You don't at all need to be worried about screen resolution or Windows versions or whatever, as long as you have installed Sikuli. Once the code is run, it'll find it'll search, let me specify, for this image. So now we got this starting thing here. So now we wanna tell it to hover, or at least I wanna tell it to hover over continue. Nope, sorry. You will not find the image like this. I already pre-hovered it, so hover. Then I'll tell it to hover over continue game. Then I'll tell it to click and I'll hover it so it can I can simulate hovering. It will change color. It's important because the colors is as similar as they look. They are different. You can see it right here, see? Changes by a little, but it's just enough not to allow the bot to continue his work. Then again, click on the image, matching preview, and see if there are any similar images found. Just for precise sake, we'll put it to 94. We'll click on the other one as well, matching preview. Then here, let's put a 6, no one cares. Now, when we click this, now we click and daily reward. That you cannot program because it's one time in 12 hours. It will not do anything, and it will cause your bot to give error. You don't really need that. Now let's see. Yeah, let me see how it's gonna. So now now we can tell it to start a battle for us. We'll tell it to hover on mission. Okay, we'll take this globe here. It'll actually help us help the bot know which mission button we talk about in case something else is in the screen. Okay, again clicking on the image, trying to see if there's something else. Whoop, see, those are, it finds similar images in all these purple blue kind of spots. So we need to go as further as possible, not much further, but good enough to make sure it'll click in this place. And now we can test it just for it's always good to test it, always. Now hover, click, actually it hovered. No, it hovered on mission, and with that it ended the short script we made. Then we will tell it when it hovers on mission. Actually, I want to make sure this mission thingy. Yeah, it's okay. Hover, then click. Okay. See how different the colors are now. You can even see it here. It's quite visible. Let's see, matching preview. Okay, it tells us where it is. Let's put it to 90. 91, okay. Now, again, I'm gonna make a fast test. Run, continue, hovering, clicking, hover on missions, click on mission, and as you see, we're already in. Now, for example, I'll tell it after this I want it to go on season 1. So let's first see if it changes. Okay, it changes when I hover, so I want it to hover first, because seeing that it changes when the mouse goes over it, it may interfere with the code telling the bot not to click there because the image is no longer existing. So you need to pre-think this stuff very carefully. Now let's do a hover over story season 1. I doubt that seriously there's gonna be another image like this one, but hey. Okay, story season 2. It finds similarities. We wanted to find only season 1. See? Now season 2 is gone. But that could have brought an error. Now, let's go and click. What the hell did I do? Oh well, we'll test it right now. I think I left the same image with hovering. That's okay. Okay, this is good. Let's light deck. News. Run. Click. Oh, okay, it's good. It's working. It's working. That went good. No errors, as you can see. Click. It tells you even the exact position on your screen, which will only be for you, I use this resolution, but if which is I believe, not so sure. Sorry. 1280 per 800. So with this resolution, those are my coordinates being clicked, and stuff. So doesn't really matter at all. There are other functions. There are right-click functions, drag and drop. A drag and drop function is, for example, let's create. Let's see, what will we create? Let's create a drawing. Yes, a drawing. Why a drawing? Because I don't have this image on my desktop and I don't risk deleting something else. Yeah, but I have other similar images. Yeah, okay, never mind. So, file new. So, find. We're gonna tell it to find this. Okay. When you when it finds it, it's gonna wait. So, in that case, wait. We'll do like so. I'll tell it to wait for 3 seconds. This is 3-second wait. It doesn't necessarily need to be a screenshot. It can be a number telling it what time to wait. Or perhaps you can tell it to wait for an image to pop up. That's why it supports the option image wait. Or wait to vanish. Wait, for example, this image to disappear, then click another image or whatever. So, drag and drop. You need to pinpoint 2 images. So I'll tell it, for the sake of it, I'll tell it drag. I don't need this. Why I don't need it? Because I will copy this one and I will paste it here. Drag this image, take a screenshot and drop it here. Delete it. Okay, then I'll cut it and paste it here. Now let's control the images again for matching similarities. See, a lot. Not quite a lot, but good enough to interfere with it. Okay, the others are gone. Believe the same will be here. Yep, same here. Okay, then okay, let's see the basket. Recycle bin seems to be only one. We'll just drag it anyway, just to make sure. And we will, when it is done, we will tell it to exit. Right, exit. Then we'll tell it run in slow motion. It should put circles everywhere while it does its job. Run in slow motion. And it tells me, do you want to delete open document drawing? Yeah, let's delete it. So basically it is gone because Sikuli bot was programmed to find this precise image, drag it and drop it in the recycle bin. Pretty cool, huh? You can even now, you cannot actually share a lot of bots, or you can, depending, but for example, if you make a bot that starts here and clicks challenge battle, then on every next it has to click again, hover, click, hover and click. So I'm not gonna make a 3-hour video explaining you how to do that, because no one will gonna wanna see me making a video of 3 hours about such a simple software. Then you can tell it to go here to deploy, hover and click, hover and click, hover and click, and etc, etc, etc. And those can be done because not always you get help. Those you can do by hand or not do at all. Then hover, Baron Zemo, hover, it changes color, click. Now you can see why you cannot actually make a bot for a battle and share it everywhere, because for example, the uniform my agent uses is a tactician, the last one that came with PvP, and my Captain America is a scrapper, new uniform. So if I change this hero, for example this one, the images of the weapons will always vary. For example, the agent will have different images. The only images that can be 2 types are Captain America. He's either gonna be with his old uniform and his old powers, or new uniform and new powers. So that one you can guess 100%, no problem. But when it comes to agent and agent weapons, that will be impossible, because not every one of us uses the same weapons nor the same uniforms. The enemies are the same, at the same spot, at the same turn, so it's not really a biggie. Also, the ally, the third ally, actually the second ally, it's an agent and two ally. The second ally can also vary from, like, I have every single character right now, and it can vary a lot. So each and every time this will give you actually four completely different powers. You cannot, if you make it for yourself or for people that will actually use the settings you use, your weapons, your uniform, and the the heroes you've chosen when making the bot, then it can work, no problem. That being said, I think I made it clear how this bot works. If you have any questions or you want any further details, I'm not so sure I'm gonna make a lot of time to make another one, but hey, drop me a line and perhaps I can find some way to explain better to you. But still, whatever I just show you is all you need to know. You need to know that some images are hovered, because when it hovers it changes color. You need to hover. Then the second one, when you click, when you do like this click, you have to go right there before it turns gray like this. So the image can change its color, and you can take the screenshot when the image has its color changed. Else you'll be doing nothing. Hope it's clear. Now, one more thing, very short. Supposedly you are someone that just got an archive with the script, because the script is actually a folder with images and etc, and you put it in the main folder, which in my case sorry, which in my case is here. See? Okay, look, images, cool on all the images I took. This is the Python script and the Sikuli Python script telling what needs to be done. Now, you cannot actually choose only the Python script or whatever. You need to take Sikuli and do an open file, open, and go where it is. Mine is in the documents, then Sikuli. It says there is nothing there because it needs the folder, it doesn't need any file. Open, and it's loaded. Okay, you see, here I have it loaded previously, and now I loaded it again. It's very simple. That is how you share bots, and that is how the people that got the shared bot can open it, use it, and enjoy. Then you just click run. In case I want this procedure from here to happen more times, or for example you want your bot to be made to do, you know, like 1,000 battles in Marvel, you need to tell your bot that once in a while, when use energy button pops up, it means go and use 10 times of energy per 2, for example. So this way you won't be facing with an issue where a bot doesn't know what to do. Then, having made the first script in turning back to flight deck, for example, you go here, paste, Now, what this will do in our case, it should run it should run Q1, I believe 4 times. Run Q1 and close it 4 times. 4 times. Okay, run. Blah. 1. Find X and close. Oh, sorry. Sorry. That I had to take away this shit, and I did do an exit. Actually, this you need to take off, and this pop-up success, you don't need that. Because as you saw, this pop-up actually interfered the bot to click anywhere in the background. It told it cannot be done. Doesn't work for us this way, so it should be okay now. Finding one, clicking, closing it. Finding one. So it works, you see? I just copy and pasted the code. Basically, if you set it for entire battle with starting from flight deck and returning to flight deck, it means you made a circle. You made an entire circle starting from point 1, returning to point 1 after the battle is over. Then all you need to do is just copy and paste, and it'll repeat this process. As many times as you copied it. You can copy it 1,000 times, and it'll still repeat it 1,000 times. So you can go sleep. You don't need elite hacks or whatever. You can go sleep. The next day, your hero would have recharged his energy. Like, don't know. It is a number of times you've told it to be recharged. It would have done hundreds and hundreds of battles while you slept, and you will have the rewards being claimed, and it's all very easy to make. All you need is time, and you can really find this to be quite joyful, quite fun to do, because it doesn't require any thinking, any specific coding, any head banging in the wall. You just need to waste some time and make your life a little bit easier. That being said, I'm Dolce Panna. I hope this tutorial has been in any way good for you, and if it was good, subscribe and comment. Thank you everybody, and bye bye.